Hi everyone, it's Lavinia and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the next project page that I made for the Open Collab, which is hosted by Polly. It's hashtag Beauty and the Bee, and it's coming towards an end, sadly. I really enjoyed this collab. I am at day 12, which is enamel dots and butterfly. So this is a little bit challenging because I do have plenty of butterflies, but I don't have enamel dots. However, Polly, when she showed the original video with the instructions and description of this particular collab, she didn't want anyone to go out and buy items unless they wanted to, but otherwise maybe come up with creative ideas to swap out, so to speak, any of the prompts. So for example, I don't have enamel dots and I didn't want to go ahead and buy enamel dots because it's not something that I maybe would see me using. Like I said in my last video, if I haven't used them by now, I probably am not going to be using them, but you never know. But anyway, I came up with another idea, and it came to mind when Polly was saying that you could use hot glue as your dots and then color them in. So I decided to do something else. So this is my page, and I'll explain it. So I have, this is just regular scrapbook paper, and these are ephemera pieces. And these are actually glass beads. These you can find in the flower craft area of your store. It's the ones that you put in the vase. And so let me give you a closer look. So I have some butterflies underneath here, and I made these years ago. I'll show you here. These were actually refrigerator magnets. So here are some other ones that I made, and I used to sell these again at a craft fair. And these were the original ones that I had made with this larger magnet. And then these were ones that I made for another craft fair, a few years later with these smaller magnets. I do recommend that if you wanted to make these for refrigerators, use the larger magnet, because these, even though they'll hold on maybe to a file cabinet or something that maybe doesn't shut as hard, they will end up falling off. So just a hint if you wanted to use that. But these are really simple to make. So for example, let me see if I have a blank one to show you. Let me just pause it here a second. Okay, so for example, I found this smaller one. So you can make them any size, and as you can see, some of them are different shapes that are not necessarily all round. But let's say here's my bee for the project page. So let's say I wanted to maybe have this as my little bead. I could, what I used for these was E6000, so I'd cut out the shape, glue this down with E6000, let it dry overnight, and then I would, once it was dry, I would just go ahead and then glue the magnet also using E6000 and let it cure for however long. But so, and then just cut around the page. So really simple to make, but these again were just part of the ones that I was selling at the craft fair. I took off the magnet naturally and I just glued that down. I used Fabri-Tac to glue these down here on the page. So again, these were two ephemera pieces. I liked that it had the butterflies, and I went around it with water-soluble graphite. So did that, and then with a water brush just went ahead and dissolved that. Again, I have here my little bee. And then my doll is this, it looks like Alice in Wonderland. It was from that sticker book. She's actually a little bit odd because on the page in the book, this top part of the head was here, and then this, or actually the part of the feet was here and the head was here. So it was as if they cut it differently. So I just decided to add her there as part of the page. Then I took my 3-hole punch, my scissors, and this will fit nicely here along with the rest. And actually what I did, I just used a piece of cardboard to glue the page down, just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. But this will fit nicely in here. And I thought it would be too heavy, but it actually holds on. So even with those glass pieces, it holds on really nicely. But I do like the way that this page actually turned out. I guess I like the colors and how it coordinates. I like being able to having used these pieces, you know, so I do like this page. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what is up for next time. The next prompt. So that is going to be number 13, which will be washi tape and brads. So I went searching because I knew I had brads from a long time ago, really tiny ones, and I found them. So I am happy that I will be able to go ahead and complete this page. And if you're joining in, again, just go ahead and let me know. But otherwise, definitely check out the hashtag Beauty and the Bee. Really fun, creative projects that everyone that's in the collab has been doing. So really, really fun. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.